Hello and welcome to the Accellos Helpdesk quick video run-through series. In this video, we'll talk about how to open a ticket. So we're just going to basically open a WMS support ticket. We've got to go through the fields, key information, email communications, and pertinent fields and workflow. So once we've logged in, you're going to click New Ticket. And in this case, we've only got one help desk schema, but later on, as we add more ticket flows, you might have a presentation of which flow. This is the Accellos Help Desk 2012 choice, just so you know. So right away, we're presented with a message. Message just basically highlights key information and wants to help make sure that if there are any mandatory fields, you pay attention to those. And if there's any information you need, you can mouse over the question mark. So we're confirming that you are Karen B. Inc. The primary contact email comes from our accounting system, flows into our tracker so that we always have an accurate one. And if I wanted to add people on this ticket, I could. You could put, my company team at mysite.com. And basically any communications, this individual will be copied. And if you want to semicolon parse, you can do so. Now, if you didn't put in an accurate email address, it will do some validation. So this one I've got to correct. My ticket initiator name, this one helps us identify who we're communicating with at the site. So many users can share the same login, and this way we communicate with Callum in this case. And then which primary solution? So the way we've architected our solution is that all of the tickets will flow to the core supply chain solution first. So in this case, we want to make sure we pick the Accellos Warehouse Radio Beacon product, and then we will be presented with that product list. So the next key question is, what sort of environment is this? Is this production, test, or demo? In this case, let's treat it as a production ticket. The ticket type, we have different ticket types. And for the most part, most people will be opening a ticket for a support request, but you can also do a consulting engagement, or maybe you want to make a recommendation on a future item you'd like to see in our roadmap that we can pass along to development. So let's choose technical. Now in my product, which product do we have? I'm going to choose Accellos One Warehouse because I have the software installed at my site. And then which version? So in this, we're also starting to expose all of our latest releases and the status of the builds. You can always check your product compatibility matrix to see where the builds are in their support matrix. What area? So under here, we've got an evolving list. So basically, what actions an area, as best as you can, help us to sort and direct the ticket. So in this case, let's call it a handheld issue. Not required fields, but sometimes the accounting system can alter the behavior. So I know I have an SAP Business 1, and what version is it? In this case, I'm running 8.8.1. Now, was there any add-on involved? If I did have an add-on, meaning do I have an extra Essentials product? If my issue was in Workspace, I'd want to choose Workspace and also highlight the version of Workspace that I have. So maybe if my issue was on the Video Center, I'd want to include that stuff. So I can or I don't have to, and if I chose none, it would reset that information. So once I've made sure there's no exclamations, I can click on the next page. Now you will notice that this is a wizard, it's not a form, so if I wanted to change something, until I do complete the ticket, I can go back and change any information on any one of the screens. Now my ticket title should be a succinct title that helps explain what the issue is. So this one was my handheld stop communicating, but I can and then basically the detail, and then the steps to reproduce. I did hit a tab there just so you know if you're entering a ticket, a tab can quickly change it from one box to another. Log in on handheld in the OS, and then connect to Accellos One Warehouse, and try to log in, but fails. And then what severity is this? So we basically calculate priority by multiplying severity times impact times frequency. So in this system, I do have basically a system down because my handhelds aren't working. The impact, all users are affected. You know, please try to select as truthful an answer as possible. And then how is it frequently only happened once or it happens all the time? And then a picture is worth 1,000 words. So if you had a document you could attach, you could hit new file and attach a document to it. Now, like I said, you could go back to the welcome screen and change something and add more or edit. And then once I hit finish, my ticket is submitted. And immediately upon submitting it, you will receive an email, probably within 30 seconds or so. It depends on the cycles, but we have a cycle that an email confirmation would come out to you, which would summarize the details that you opened. And if I went into tickets, I should see my new ticket. So this is the ticket that I've just entered. And if you wanted to, you could change the size of your screen and it'll remember it. So that was how to open a ticket within the Accellos help desk. I hope you found that useful.